What are you working on inside the court, knowing that, again, you got one last ride here that maybe you didn't intend on having just a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, one last ride. I felt like I said that a couple times already here, but no, I'm enjoying it, just taking it day by day. Realizing that actually my final hours stepping on Carver are, dwindling, as I speak here. So just enjoying it and, doing what I can to help the younger guys along and, trying to take Peyton under my wing, trying to help Joe T through the process of him, becoming that guy at the point guard position, and he's doing a great job. So individually-wise, just working on, separation on my shots, and, I'm going to be a different dimension this year, more of a, shot first kind of guard and working more off the ball. And, it's exciting, just doing what I can to, help this team move forward.
How torn were you going through that process of whether or not to come back, regardless of where NIL stood at the time, that you were thinking about it early in the process, and then how did that kind of develop your decision making?
Yeah, I mean, I was fully, ready to move on and, getting ready to sign a contract overseas and, getting a couple workouts here or there ready for, NBA as well, just seeing what I can do to, go to that next level. So, I was full force ahead, and Coach McCaffrey came to me and right after CJ decided to transfer, and just said he wanted me back, and kind of just went through the recruiting process all over again. So it was kind of weird being a 23-year-old and having Coach McCaffrey wanting you to come back for another year of college. So that was definitely bizarre, but I figured looking down, 25, 30 years, and I had an opportunity to come back to college, why wouldn't I? And that's kind of where I stood, and, I'm glad I made the decision, and, really, happy where I'm at right now.
When we talked to Austin, he said he had to give his senior day jersey back, assuming you had to do the same thing, and what was that process like?
Yeah, I had probably 2 or 3 jerseys in my backpack. I was getting ready to give to my mom to, have her frame in the basement, because she's been doing that for every, one of my brothers that went to college. So had to get that back right before she was about to frame it. So that was very interesting, but it's all fun right now.
Well, one thing you have been able to do is mesh with talent. I mean, it's like the second or third generation of players that you've worked with. I mean, how will it be this time around? What do you see out of this group?
Yeah, it's definitely another interesting experience from my end. I've had a lot of experiences through the years, and I'm just trying to do what I can to relay that to them. And these young guys, even I call Aaron, and Tony, and all those guys that came in last year. They're still young guys. They haven't been through playing at a Breslin Center with 20,000 fans. They haven't traveled to Maryland and have student section yelling right on top of you. So this is kind of a new freshman year again for them. They had some experience last year, but adding a fan experience this year is a totally different beast, and that's going to take some getting used to. And I'm just really excited to do what I can to provide my leadership, because I know I've had a lot of experiences growing up here at Iowa City, and you guys watching me and doing what I can to help this team and contribute any way I can. So just using that and doing what I can to be the leader that I know I can be.
Well, even